Welcome to all of you. Today we'll see about the jaundice. Jaundice, it is also called icterus. It is the yellowish or greenish yellow pigmentation of the skin, mucous membrane and sclera. Normal concentration of bilirubin is about 0.3 to 1.3 milligram per deciliter. But when it increases more than 2 milligram per deciliter, it may deposit under the skin, mucous membrane, sclera of the eyes. You can see in the picture. Here is two pictures. Just compare with these two pictures. One is normal person, another is jaundice. You can see the skin is yellowish and healthy person having the normal skin, mucous membrane and sclera of the eyes. You can see in this picture sclera of the eyes. See clearly it is looks like yellow. Bilirubin pigmentation having high affinity for elastic tissue. That's why jaundice is particularly noticed in the tissue rich in the elastin. You can see here in the sclera of the eyes, it is yellow in color because of increased concentration of bilirubin or increased deposition of bilirubin within the elastin tissue, because just now I told you bilirubin having high affinity towards the elastic tissue. That's why jaundice can be seen in the skin, mucous membrane and eyes. Now we'll see why bilirubin concentration increases in the blood, from where bilirubin came into the blood. So we'll see the normal bilirubin metabolism. It has been described under 4 headings: source, transport, hepatic phase and intestinal phase. We'll see one by one. First one is source of bilirubin. About 80 to 85% of bilirubin comes from the breakdown of hemoglobin, which is present in the RBC. As we already studied in first year, the normal life of RBC is about 120 days. After 120 days, it became senile and cell of RBC become swell up. It is not able to pass through the small capillaries, and in the reticuloendothelial system, in the bone marrow, spleen and liver, it become destroyed. After breakdown of hemoglobin, heme and globin are separated and bilirubin liberated. By this way, increased breakdown of hemoglobin can cause increased concentration of bilirubin in the blood. The remaining 15 to 20% of bilirubin comes partly as myoglobin, catalase and cytochromes, and partly from the infective erythropoiesis. In either case, heme moiety is formed, which is converted to biliverdin by microsomal heme oxygen, for which oxygen and NADPH are essential requirements. Bilirubin is formed from the biliverdin by biliverdin reductase. These are the source of bilirubin in the blood. Now we'll see about the transport of bilirubin. Bilirubin, after release from the macrophages cell, it is freely moved in the blood plasma as unconjugated bilirubin. It is tightly bound with the albumin and transport to the liver. Sometimes this bilirubin cannot bound with the albumin tightly and it can move freely in the blood and enters into the brain, and it can cause damage of the brain cell. Bilirubin can damage the brain cell, nerve cell in neonatal baby. It is called kernicterus. So all the free bilirubin or unconjugated bilirubin must enters into the liver. Now we'll see the hepatic phase. This all bilirubin, after entering into the liver, it comes in contact with the liver cell. It is called hepatocyte and it bound with the hepatocyte surface. In the liver, this all unconjugated bilirubin have to convert into conjugated bilirubin. Then only it is able to work. We'll see how this all unconjugated bilirubin converted into conjugated bilirubin in the liver. There is 3 steps in the liver. First one is hepatic uptake, second one is conjugation, and third one is secretion into the bile. We'll see. First one is hepatic uptake. After entering into the liver, the bilirubin dissociated from the albumin and bound with the cytoplasmic protein. It is called glutathione S transferase, GST. This phase is called hepatic uptake. Now we'll see about the conjugation. This is the main function of the liver to make it from unconjugated to conjugated. Unconjugated bilirubin is not able to do any function because of it is alcohol soluble. It is not a water soluble. In the liver, it converts from alcohol soluble to water soluble. Here, conjugation of bilirubin occurs in the endoplasmic reticulum and involves conversion to the bilirubin, mono and diglucuronides by the action of microsomal enzymes, bilirubin, UDP, glucuronosyl transferase. By this way, unconjugated bilirubin become conjugated in the liver cell. Now, this all conjugated bilirubin become water soluble and it is able to do function. Now, next phase is secretion into bile. This all conjugated bilirubin is rapidly transported directly into the bile canaliculae by energy dependent process and then exerted into the bile and deposited into the gallbladder. All the biles are stored in the gallbladder and whenever it is needed, it is released into the second part of the duodenum through the common bile duct. Main function of the bile is to digest or metabolism of fat. Whenever we are taking diet rich in fat, bile released from the gallbladder and enters into the duodenum, into the intestine, and it is responsible to digest the fat and fatty substance, oils, etc. These all things I told you about the normal bilirubin metabolism.